Section 26 of The Diary of a Russian Lady. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Read by Shannon Santos. The Diary of a Russian Lady by Barbara Doukhovsky. On our way to Lucerne. We started on our tour through Switzerland and went full speed in an express train to Lucerne. The scenery around us was lovely. Passing through the province La Champagne, so rich in vineyards, we perceived small white cottages with the vines in front. On the mountain slopes, bunches of newly mown herbs were scattered. Men and women were helping to heap the grass into heavily laden carts. I was in ecstasies over the marvelous landscape that met our eyes immediately after leaving Liège. The delightful panorama reminded me of the Caucasus, only it was more pacific and thickly populated. Our train ran through countless tunnels and went twining in and out through patches of pasturage, so green, smooth, and rich. Big fat cows grazed lazily thereon. The road zigzags all the time, the sun appearing alternatively on our right or our left. The steep hills are covered with dense forests through which cascades are pouring down. We were winding higher and higher with every mile. The cars are very comfortable, with a long corridor along the side where one can walk up and down. Feeling cramped with sitting, I went out there to stretch my legs and saw a young man undeniably good-looking, whose appearance spoke the last word of fashion, and who resembled a tailor's model from a Paris shop window. He twisted his mustache and stared so hard at me that I hurried back to my place, but this hunter of petticoats followed me and sat down on the vacant seat opposite to me. I settled myself far back into my corner and tried to hide myself behind my book, but every time I raised my eyes I met his stare. A draught of air blew in from the corridor. "Shall I shut the door?" suddenly ejaculated the passenger by way of opening conversation. I said no, the no of a woman who was not to be drawn into a talk. Disregarding my cold tone, he insisted on lending me his rug, tucking it round my knees and under my feet, but I disencumbered myself hastily from his coverlet, which was very efficacious in lowering his enterprising spirits, and put that brazen-faced swell quickly into his place. It was a good blow to his self-conceit. He evidently took offense and left me alone. End of section 26.